so we got my mounts back out because that other stuff didn't work very well. It didn't harden as much as I wanted. It was this stuff. So we actually got 3M window weld like everyone was recommending. And I cut out all the rubber and burned the remaining off. And we're gonna just fill it up after that's in there. And just fill that and let it dry. Gonna try it on just one of them for now. And then if that works, I'll do the rest of them.
Oh, what the fuck? That's gay.
Oh, that's just like a seal.
Yeah.
So now you put your cock in there.
Okay, let me cock this bitch.
First you need the tip.
I need the nozzle. I better put the tip on nice and tight.
You wanna cut that piece off.
I need some alternative lifestyle pliers. Oh, Jesus, don't cut my hands.
That's dull, so.
Oh, man, look at the hole.
And then you gotta poke a hole through there.
Should have done that before you fucking put it in there, you dumb fuck.
I'm telling your mom.
Okay. Just think. Okay, we got 10 minutes to use this. Time's a ticking, baby. Is that centered enough for you? I think it needs to go that way a little.
Yeah. Let me see ya. That looks pretty centered. It'll have some room for improvement.
Straight as your sexuality.
Alright, so it's all filled in. And we're gonna let it dry for a bit. I don't know, did it say 15 minutes till it...
Yeah, it said 15 minutes working time, so I'd give it like an hour.
And then maybe throw it on, but not put the weight of the motor back down.
Just to hold it in position, I guess.
Yeah.
While Charlie's inside messing with his motor mounts, I'm out here. It is cold as shit out still, but at least it's nice enough to get my block and transmission washed off. So I got the power washer out here, and I'm gonna go ahead and soak my block in just kind of some brake cleaner and degreaser. Same thing to the tranny, and then just try to power wash them off and get them as clean as I can. I may hot tank them later if I can, but for right now I just want to get them cleaned up because there's like a lot of grease on there and shit, like a lot of sludge over the years. So I want to clean it up, at least if I plan on transporting it anywhere, so I don't have to take it in the van looking like shit. Only good running Honda around here. Alright, so the block is pretty cleaned off. There's still some stuff on the front of it right here that I'm not going to bother with because I probably will just go ahead and hot tank it as well. So that'll help get rid of all this sludge that was like caked on there pretty good that I didn't want to mess with getting off by hand. But as you can see, I cleaned off the top of it as well. I got all the old head gasket material off. So now this is good to go. And what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and pull all the pistons out and the crank and start pulling some stuff off the back that I don't need, like this evap canister. This is for the like emissions or something. Don't really need it, so I'm just gonna rip that guy off, get the alternator off, probably get the oil filter off and the sandwich plate, and just kind of strip the block down so to make it lighter, and so I can bring it over there to get it hot tanked as well. And I'll probably bring the tranny too, because I did get it cleaned off, but it's still pretty dirty. I ran out of degreaser and carb cleaner or brake parts cleaner on that, and it was really cold outside, so I kind of gave up on it early. But the block is pretty clean now, so that's good. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and flip it upside down and get it completely taken apart. All right, so we got her face down, bottom up, and this piston right here is already loose, so I can just push that guy through. But I need to go ahead and loosen the other 3 pistons, or I mean, I guess the rods technically. Get those guys off, push all those through. Then I need to take the oil pump off, and I still need to get the flywheel off, and I'm just gonna spin this by hand and take my impact and zip all these guys off and then pull the flywheel out of there. And then there's another little cover right here that has like the main seal on it or whatever, and you need to get that off so then the crankshaft can pull off with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. So I got the block pretty much all the way stripped down. There's still a couple things that need to come off, as you can see, like the alternator and oil filter and like this shit over here. But it's pretty much stripped down for the most part, and I'll get those other things off, and I'll probably bring it over to like PFI because he does have a hot tank, so hopefully he'll let me use it and I can clean this guy off and the tranny as well. And yeah, and then tomorrow I plan on getting this head done. I might do this at PFI as well because he'll have the tool to compress the springs right here for the valves. But I need to get this head in there and put some new valve seals in there because the kid we got this from, he did say it smoked and he wasn't sure from what, so I'm not going to take any chances in case it is the valve seals. I'm going to get those replaced, and I probably need to get a new set of gaskets for it as well, like around these guys too. And this gasket right here, it's like melted on there. But yeah, so get that head in shape. This is the VTEC head I got, so Wago will have VTEC once I get this all put back together. But yeah, I just kind of got my parts laid out. I did find a crank. It is in the van. This is my old crank right here, the one that kind of, yeah, right here, it's all scored up. So, and there are the pistons, as you can see, and you can't really see it on the camera actually, but this one right here is the one that spun the bearing, and it's like really dark around the bottom right here. The rest are like this light brown, and this one almost turns black right here at the bottom. So that definitely got really hot and kind of sucks, but at least when I rebuild Wago, she's gonna be faster than ever and pushing more pounds of boost. So there's never bad news about that. So I've pretty much done everything I can for today. Didn't get a whole lot done, but getting that head gasket material off the block was probably the toughest thing for today. That took a little over an hour to get all that shit scraped off of there. I don't think I ever filmed how bad it was before, but that stuff was caked on there. So this is also like a clean Z6 block right here. Then you saw on the other side, like I got it pretty clean. So that stuff was a bitch to get off. But yeah, other than that, I just kind of broke it down a little more, got some stuff cleaned up. Just preparing it because I'm still waiting on the pistons to come in. I have everything else I need to build this motor except for the pistons and the clutch for what I can think of right now. So I haven't even ordered the clutch yet, so that's going to be probably holding me back the longest. But the piston should be in soon so I can at least get the motor all put together. And Charlie just took off with a friend of ours. He's going to get like a cutoff wheel for his Wago. I think he's going to cut off that motor mount we made out of the wrench, because he's been messing with his motor mounts. He's gonna make them solid or something, so he won't need that front motor mount anymore.
The wrench motor mount is no longer working because all the threads of the block got stripped, and it's also in the way because when I'm trying to pull this to line it up, it hits right on the mount, so we're gonna try to cut it off.
All right, Charles.
Only time I'll wear safety protection.
It's actually personal protective gear, PPE, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, I don't I'm certified in any sort.
We're gonna cut the so famous wrench motor mount off. It's gonna be interesting.
I don't know where.
I don't know, cut it back a ways if you don't want it no more.
Yeah, it's useless at this point.
Yep.
Better than the first time we cut it with the MIG welder on full blast.
That's how you cut it?
Yeah.
Oh my lordy.
Alright, so just got my custom short shifter made so I can go wah. Alright, with that out of the way, I can move the motor way more forward, right into place where I need.
Started. Stop.
That's cancerous.
Okay.
Oh, so is autism. Alright, it's been an hour for this stuff to set. It's still, you can see it's starting to dry, but I think I'm gonna leave it overnight since I'm not driving my car. Considering the head is off, for those of you wondering why, this morning I went to retorque the head, and this one was actually really loose, so I might have missed it when I torqued them down. I did get a new head gasket sitting over there. I think I'm gonna try it without the copper spray this time And if that doesn't work, I'll probably have to get my head checked to make sure it's not warped. But I don't think it ever got hot enough to warp it. But other than that, I'll throw all that stuff back tomorrow and try to do the other 2 mounts.